So in this clip you see me doing a rotating elbow type lever. The goal here is to move from left to right, working the tissues in that direction, so this is more of a side to side variation. In this next clip you see me working asymmetrically, trying to straighten out that elbow. This is both an elbow lever and a planche variation that I'm showing. And this next one is me actually doing elbow lever presses up to a handstand. I really like this variation, developing both my pushing strength up to a handstand and developing my handstand balance in a different way and fashion. You can see me trying it several times, getting used to the feel of it. And now I'm coming up slowly to that final one, where I'm actually working with the direction I'm falling in. And what I mean by that is, as I come up, I actually moved my body towards the right consciously, and it made it easier for me to balance. On this one you actually see me playing with moving back and forth between my hands, stressing out each arm harder and longer on each one. Basically, instead of harder, think more emphasis. On this one you see me playing with a one-handed elbow lever variation. I'm not too concerned with where my feet are, just simply if I can balance or not. Now this is known as a jackhammer. This is actually part of breakdancing, and it's me practicing the hopping variations of it. And then on this final one is actually a rotating elbow lever. I find that I can do this with straight legs, and it feels okay, so that's what I'm practicing on. So these are variations of elbow levers I've been working with. Coming shortly is basically some of the planche progressions I'm working with. A lot of these have to do more so with leaning into the positions I'm having a hard time in, as well as just figuring out more comfortable hand positions. Here you see me actually doing something called testing or biofeedback testing, trying to figure out what hand positions feel more comfortable for me. And you also see me on parallettes, which is also a different variation that's more comfortable for me. Here you see me working on a full planche, and basically pushing up into it, working only the top portion or the concentric portion of that planche. I have a hard time with the going down or the eccentric portion, so I don't really do it as often currently. You'll see me doing different variations of the pushing up. In this one, you'll actually see me rotating to the right to emphasize more of that left arm, as well as de-stressing some areas in my head and shoulder. And following shortly, in this next clip, you also see me doing a different hand position here. And this one I'm pressing up slightly from a different higher position, so that's what I'm working on. And then I added a slight advanced tuck, not all the way out variation that you kind of saw just now. In this one you actually see me working on leaning more back. I tend to lean a little bit too far forward in my planches. So I'm working with both an asymmetrical hand position, my left arm back, my right arm forward, so you can really see that your hand positions don't necessarily have to be set.